Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about the yoga pose Marjariasana, which is commonly referred to as cat pose. In Pilates, we call it cat stretch. Now, if you were in a yoga class, it's possible that you would be doing cat to cow. We are not going to be doing that today. We're going to be going from tabletop to our cat position, back to our tabletop position. So let's get started. We'll begin on our hands and knees. Hands under the shoulder blades. So let's get started. We'll begin on our hands and knees. Hands will be under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we want to make sure the feet are flat and the fingers are spread. Once we have our hand positioning, we want to engage the abdominals, especially the low abdominals, to lift up toward the spine. We want to make sure, see how my lumbar spine, see how my low back is really curved right now? We want to engage the abdominals right here to lift up and support that area. Now I'm not talking an engagement so strong that it comes up flat. That's not neutral. About right here is neutral. Okay, so you still want to have a little bit of a curve in here, but you don't want it all the way flat and you don't want it too curved. Also, before we begin, it's worth mentioning, if this position is painful on your wrists, there are a number of things you can do. You can grab a towel or a blanket, fold it up, place that under the heel of your hand. It'll give you a little bit of lift. And if you're in a situation where you don't have that, you could always just make a fist and be up on your knuckles. Now, if you're going to do that, make sure broaden the collarbones. Let your palms face in toward each other here. Okay, so don't do this. Instead, have the palms face each other. Okay? So hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, feet are flat. We've engaged the low belly to support the lumbar spine. Now with yoga, they like for you to just use your own instincts within your body. So the instructor might cue you to inhale here on a nice long spine, exhale, arch up. And then inhale, back to that long spine. Now in Pilates, they might do it a little differently. They might tell you specifically which parts of your body they want you to move first. For example, we're in our long spine here, a nice tabletop. Inhale here, exhale, tilt the pelvis and roll up one vertebrae at a time, letting the head drop at the end. Now as we move, we want that pelvis to rotate on the femurs here. We don't want to see the hips shift backward or forward into space. We want to try to keep those hips rotating right up above the thighs. Okay, so that would be inhale, exhale, tilt the pelvis to roll up. Hold here, inhale into that stretch. Now, I can choose, how do I want to come out? Do I want to go head first? Do I want to go hips first? I'll go head first. Exhale, head comes out, one vertebrae at a time. I come on back, and my pelvis finishes at the end. Now, if I were moving head first, inhale, engage. Exhale, the head drops, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Now I'll go with my pelvis out first. Exhale, pelvis rotates out and back to a long line. Now there's another choice too. You can also choose to move hips and head at the same time. So that would be inhale to activate, exhale, tuck the pelvis, drop the head, one vertebrae at a time, get a nice lift. Inhale into the top. Now exhale, starting from the apex, lengthen back out one vertebrae at a time. until the tailbone and the head come up at the same time. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this information. If you have, please feel free to watch my other videos. You can find them on my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that. Also, you can visit me at my website, www.custompilatesandyoga.com, or you can also find me on Facebook. Thank you.